CCM Mountain Mayhem tournament. Today, for announcing, you have me and a newbie.
Hi,
Frank.
this is the maiden voyage for me as the Riker, for Amy as the Mosier.
We are playing Anaheim Lady Ducks. They have only played one game, like us. This is their second game. They played St. James Academy, or St. James something or other, yesterday. Lost to them 0-6. So we know that about them, and then we know that 14 and 15 are the ones to watch for
Unsportsmanlike behavior, apparently. Some intel from some of the other parents. We'll see how that goes.
All right.
So do we know if this is a team from Anaheim, given their name?
They are from Anaheim, yes.
Okay.
We used to play Anaheim a lot when we were in the WGHL. And I do remember them being a somewhat chippy organization, a little bit dirty.
All right, well, we'll see how it goes. We're without Alana today for the next...
for two games, unfortunately. For a few things that went down at yesterday's game. So, according to the coaches, we're putting Zoe back on D, so we can run 5D and have them not too tired, because we have another game this evening at Sports Stable at 7:15 p.m. Mountain Time.
And it looks like Bridget is in net today.
And Brooklyn's line is starting. Brooklyn, Kiki, and Shay. Smiles all around. They look like they're ready to have some fun playing hockey, which is great.
How was the roughing yesterday?
I thought the roughing was pretty good.
Good.
Yeah. There wasn't anything egregious that was not called. There were, a couple things here and there, but if they'd been called, people would have complained that they were a soft call. So I thought it was pretty good. Different refs today, I think. I don't know if one of these guys is the same. Yesterday we had one female ref. These are both male. So, all right, Brooklyn takes the face-off, wins it back to... Is that Claire? Kiki tries to get the puck. Anaheim sends it forward. Oh, no, sorry, that's Kiki. She sends it in deep. Shay on the far side chases into the corner. Brooklyn tries to grab it, but Anaheim comes away with it. Riley picks it up at center ice and sends it back in deep. Anaheim picks it up behind their net, and Brooklyn's back there causing trouble. And who's down there? That's Ava fighting in the corner. Can you get the stick? All right, puck comes up to Riley. She makes a move and keeps it in, sends it to the corner to Ava, who centers it. Oh, but it goes right past the stick of Mia and Sylvie and heads down the ice. It won't be icing. So I'm trying to get my selfie stick on here. There we go. All right, Anna's coming in, chasing the puck, and it's almost kept in on the far side there by Jill. Back to Claire. Up to Anna. Brings it in, takes a nice shot, but it's deflected high. Still pops in front. Anna tries to get it in, but it's sent to this corner. Zoe takes a big shot from the blue line, and it pops up over the goalie and flutters in behind her. And the Riders are up 1-0 early in the first. There's 13:21 left in the first.
Well, we were talking about that earlier, that Zoe at the point is actually a benefit because she's got a nice shot, and that was beautiful. Nicely done. It just goes to show, get the puck to the net, good things could possibly happen.
That's right. All right, Jill's taking the face off, wins it back. Oh, over to Anna. She sends it in deep. It's behind the Anaheim net, but they're going to call that an icing. Just on the wrong side of the red line there. So we're going to take it all the way back down to our zone. All right, Jill wins it back to Emma, who's taken down in the corner. Sorry, Emily. The Ducks have the puck, and they take a quick shot from the side. Its puck is still loose, and there's a pile of people.
Oh.
No goal. The puck is squirted out
Well,
by Bridget's feet.
that
Fantastic.
That was 3 straight shots in a row by the Ducks, and Bridget was nicely down across the net and made the save. I'm not sure what happened, if the puck actually went in at some point, but the ref called it off pretty quickly.
All right, so Brooklyn is centering Addie. Oh, wow, that was a quick shot by the Ducks, but it hit the crossbar and popped out. All right, and Shea takes the puck, sends it over to Addie, who's going to take a quick shot, pad save. Brooklyn's fighting for it at the front. She and Addie are totally tied up by the Ducks. Over to Shea, who really fights hard to get a shot off, doesn't manage to get it, and the Ducks send it down to our end, and that's going to be icing. Oh, action-packed.
Yeah, that was a really nice play that turned into a 2-on-1, and great pass by Shea to who was on the right side coming down?
Addie.
Addie, okay.
All right, Emily's going to take the face off. She's out there with Ava and Mia. Dumps it hard into the corner. It pops out behind the net. Emily's fighting for it. Now Mia. Anaheim picks it up. They're going to start bringing it out. Chips it past our D and gets a shot on, but an amazing, first amazing save by Bridget, but somebody was there to pick up the rebound. And Anaheim has scored, tying up the game 1-1 with 12:01 left in the first period.
That was a 2-on-2 that turned into a 2-on-1 when the Ducks player beat our D on the right side, on the left side actually.
All right, Jill, Anna, and Olivia with Emma and Sylvie on D. Wins it back to Sylvie, who sends it up and out. Fighting for it in the neutral zone here, and Jill comes away with it. Takes it far side. Hold down, and that's going to be a penalty on the Ducks.
Yep.
They get possession, so penalty is called. Trip on Jill. We're going to go on the power play. 11:42 left in the first. Hopefully the sound is working well for everybody and you can hear us both. We had a couple early thumbs up before the broadcast started, so if I can get another thumbs up that people can actually hear us, that would be great. All right, Jill's going to take the face off and wins it over to, can't see, that's Ava on the far side. Puck squirts out down to our end. Anna's going to pick it up. Tries to reverse it, but the Ducks come out with the puck and they center it, but fortunately it's Riley who picks it up. She sends it far down the ice, but that is going to be icing on us on our power play. 1:36 left in the power play, 11:17 left in the period. Anaheim and Riders are tied 1-1. All right, we have 3 thumbs up now. That's great. I think people can hear us. All right, Ducks win. Oh, and who's that coming up? Olivia pops out with a puck. Manages to get a weak backhand shot off, which goes wide of the net, unfortunately, because she had a man on her. Back to the point to Anna, who keeps it in, takes a big shot, deflected by an Anaheim skate. Ava tries to take a shot, but it's blocked by Anaheim again, and Anaheim will send that down for an ice.
Well, and that's where I was just like, I don't know what I can do.
107 left in the power play. We're going to change all of our players out there. You got Kiki, Shea, and Brooklyn's line coming out with Zoe and Sylvie on defense. Brooklyn takes the face off, wins it over to Shea, who pops it back to Sylvie, grabs it, takes a quick shot, almost sneaks it through the 5-hole. Sylvie again with the puck. She's going to shoot it in, but it goes off the body of a Anaheim player. Sends it down the ice. Zoe's chasing. She's got somebody right on her. Unfortunately, centers it right in front of our goalie, but Bridget's on it. Puck gets up to Kiki. She's going up hard with Shea. Reverses on the boards and sends it back to Brooklyn, who sends it up to Sylvie, who's going to take another shot, blocked by the Anaheim player, but Claire picks it up. Brooklyn gets a great shot right from the slot and scores. Riders are up 2-1. Still had so now we have a lot of music, so I don't know if it's coming through the speaker. But thank you, Molly, who says the sound is good. All right, Brooklyn trying to take the face off there, gets bodied down, and Anaheim comes away with the puck. They're trying to move it out, but they can't cross that blue line, and Collins sends it in deep. Shays picks it up, gets it back to Collins. Oh, who manages to mishandle the puck there, and Anaheim comes away with it with speed. But Claire's racing down, matching her speed. Makes trouble for her down in the corner. Brooklyn and Claire are working hard against two Anaheim players down there, fighting for that puck. Sylvie's making sure that the person in front of the net doesn't have any chance at taking that shot. Puck comes out and gets sent down by Shea. Don't think that's enough for an icing. Nope, they call off icing. Anaheim goes to collect it while the Riders are changing. And they chip it out, but it gets up to Zoe. Zoe passes it over to Emma. who's moving up hard. She's chasing her own puck. She gets it in, tries to get a shot off. It's blocked by a Ducks player. It's sent across through the center by Mia. Zoe comes up with it from the corner, tries to get a shot again and blocked. Emma's going to take a shot. Zoe's fighting for it down there. Mia's fighting for it. Puck is along the sideboards. Oh, and Ava gets in there physically, takes that girl out. And that is going to be penalty on Ava, I believe.
Yep. Ava body checked.
What's the hand on the chest? Is that a body check?
That's it.
All right, so Riders are going on the PK for 2 minutes. There's 6:38 left in the first period. Riders are up 2-1. All right, puck comes out. Oh, Anaheim takes a shot, and Bridget makes a glove save.
Yeah, that actually hit her, and it dropped right in front of her glove, and she caught it before the Anaheim player could get their stick on it. Nicely done.
Yep, Addie took that face off, and there's no clear winner of that one. Addie's fighting along the boards, trying to keep the puck pinned in there. She comes out with it, tries to clear it, but it bounces back in. Riley whiffs on it, trying to get it out, finally gets it down to the other end of the ice. That'll be an icing, but we chew up some of the clock. 1:35 left in the PK. Face-off will come back down into our zone. And we've got Addie and I think Olivia and Sylvie and Emma. They get a shot off. Oh no. And they managed to shove that rebound into the net.
Yeah.
So, power play goal for the Ducks. They've tied the game up 2-2 with 6:06 left in the first.
Well, that was a nice face-off win by the Ducks, and they shot from the face-off circle, and then one of their players got the rebound. So there's some commentary by the coach to the ref. Not sure what that's about.
All right, Jill's out with Olivia and Anna. Wins it back to Sylvie, who sends it forward to Olivia, who dumps it in deep. Moves around the far boards. Anna picks it up. Oh, but it's stripped by the Ducks. They work it out. Icing is waved off. Emma's chasing it, gets it over to Sylvie, pops it up to Olivia, who tries to throw it down forward, but they're going to call that an ice. So, back down to our end again. Still Jill, Olivia, and Anna. Our D's changed to Zoe and Riley. Jill wins the faceoff back to Riley, but the Ducks strip the puck off her, send it into the center, but Riders are able to push it almost out of the zone. Ducks keep it in. One of the Ducks blows a tire over there. Anna comes up with the puck, brings it around, trying to get it over to Olivia, who passes a great pass forward to Jill, who comes down with speed, takes a big shot high of the net. Anna picks it up on the far side. Oh, no, she doesn't. She misses it. But kept in crazily by Kiki. And Anna's got the puck. She's making some moves on the near side, tries to center it, doesn't get enough on that backhand, so Ducks come away with the puck. They chip it up high, but Riley grabs it, tries to send it to the net, picked up again by the Ducks. Kiki's in there making trouble. She's trying to work it past the Ducks players. They're trying again to break it out, get it into the skates of Anna. Zoe comes on it hard down the far side. Kiki's keeping it in over there, but no Riders there to pick it up except for Shay right in front of the net. She tries to backhand it in. The puck is still loose. Shay back to Claire. Claire's looking for a lane. Dumps it down to the far corner. Goes behind the net. Let's see if Claire can pick it up here. She does, but collides with that girl, and the puck squirts out. Sylvie's picked it up. She gets it over to Claire, but it's in her feet. Sylvie tries again, gets it to Jill. who gets it up to Addie. She takes it in, loses it, but still manages to keep it in deep. Riders changing. Ava's here. Sylvie's trying to keep it in, but it pops just out of the blue line, but that's okay. Addie's there to pick it up. She carries it back in again. She's going behind the net. A bunch of bodies in front of the net. Tries to take a shot, but she whiffs on it, and the Ducks will take that opportunity to dump it down hard. Goes on net, so there's no icing. Emma goes and picks it up. Big pass over to Ava. Really nice. Ava carries the puck up. Gets a little bit stuck in a player at the blue line, but still manages to get it in deep. Addie's there fighting behind the net. Gets pulled down, no call. Fighting for it down in the corner here. Ducks really trying hard to get it out, but we are keeping it in. Puck heads over to the Ducks net and they make the save. They chip it to the far side, but Riley grabs it, shoots it wide of the net. Riders are on a change, so the Ducks are trying to group up here. They send it forward, but not hard. Picked up by Zoe, who gets it out of the zone. Ducks have to regroup again. And Olivia comes up with the puck, dumps it in their zone. Jill follows it in. Olivia fighting for it on the boards. Jill's in there trying to pull it out. They get it into the deep corner. Jill's still fighting. And there's going to be a call against the Ducks as Jill goes down on the near boards.
So Jill draws her second penalty of the period. Very good.
Yep,
Both
it's
trips.
a hook. No, that's a hook.
That's a hook? Oh, yes.
On Anaheim. So 2:08 left in the first period. We're going to spend the majority of that time remaining on the power play. Game is tied 2-2. Brooklyn's out with Kiki and Shay. Sylvie and Zoe on D. Kiki comes away with the puck, takes a shot. Goalie makes a save. Anaheim sending it down. Sylvie's having a chase. Anaheim's just trying to keep that puck wide and eat up some time. Riders don't want them to have it, obviously. They're fighting hard on the far boards. Trying to get it across that blue line. So hard when there's so much snow in front of those boards. All right, Shay comes away with it. Racing down, dumps it hard and chases her own puck. Tries to center it. Oh, up to Kiki, who takes a wicked shot just wide of the net, unfortunately. Sylvie picks it up, sends it in deep. Sylvie shoots it in, but it's blocked sideways by a Ducks player. Shay picks it up behind the net, looking for it. Ava's coming in with speed, tries to take that quick shot, but it gets caught up in a Ducks player's legs. Ducks are trying to clear it, but Sylvie's going to keep it in. She's trying to decide what to do with it, looking for that lane, but hits a Ducks player. Sent far on the far boards. Riley's chasing it. Ducks are getting a change. There's 53 seconds left on our power play. Ava to Jill. Jill's going to move it in. Getting squished in the corner by a Ducks player. Pulled down, doesn't have a stick. No call. Ducks come away with it. They work it in deep into our zone. 30 seconds left in the power play. Our power play. We're fighting for it down in the corner. Riley's pulled down. Puck comes out. Anna is going to get it. She gets it over to Jill. Jill's passing it up to Ava, but Ava was making a change. So Ducks grab it and pull it in deep. Jill sends that girl into the boards. Oh, no call. It's just an icing, it looks like, because we're coming down. 6.6 seconds left in the period. Riders' power play is over. Game is tied 2-2. All right, Emily wins it over to Mia. And Claire fights to keep it in, and that's the end of the period. Okay, so end of first. Game is tied 2-2. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think that was a pretty decent period. We spent wartime in the ozone, which is where we want to be. I think the Ducks capitalized on the few chances they had. We probably have a good chance if we can maintain that pressure to build on the score for us.
Yes, hopefully with our highly oxygenated blood, we can outlast them, skate harder than them in the second, and then even harder than them in the third. It's very strange being up here and not being able to hear what's going on the ice. And hear the whistles. And hear the girls talking. I went to a rider's practice earlier this week, and it was my first one this season, since Kiki drives herself all the time and I never go. But it was pretty good. The girls, they do a lot of talking in practice.
That's good. I
And
hope
not
they do that on
chit-chatting,
the ice.
not chit-chatting, wasting time. But when they're running their drills, they're using their voices, they're calling out a lot of instructions and a lot of information. So hopefully that's happening in this game. Again, we're in like this weird soundproof chamber up here, but all right, we are going to start the second, tied 2-2 against the Anaheim Ducks. Emily's out there with Mia and Addie. Emily wins it back to Mia, who sends it over to Addie. She's going to take that and dump it in deep. Emily's chasing. Kept in by Claire. Sends it up hard into the far corner. Emily picks it up behind the net, gets it over to Addie, who tries to send it to Mia. Puck jumps up over her stick. Mia and the Ducks player go down. Ducks try to chip it out, but it's kept in easily by Claire. Playing a little puck ping pong on the far boards there, and the Ducks manage to get it out. Emma grabs the puck, manages to move it over to Addie. Addie's down there with 4 Ducks players. Kept in by Mia, but Ducks finally get it out. All right, Claire over to Emma, who's chasing the puck in deep. Takes it behind the net. Tries to get it over to Anna. Now Anna's got it in the corner while Emma goes for a change. Emma stays on her feet while the Ducks player goes down. She tries to a little backhand shot. The goalie makes the save. Olivia grabs the puck, gets it over to Jill, who tries a one-timer, but just doesn't get it quite on the puck. Anna's fighting for it on the near side, gets it up to Zoe, who takes a big shot wide of the net. Puck is on the far side, grabbed by Olivia, who gets it over to Jill. Jill's fighting, and the Ducks manage to pop it out between our D. And it's fluttering all the way down, and Bridget needs to touch it because that's getting too close to the net. Zoe sends a big pass up to Jill, who makes a move, gets a shot from the blue line, blocker saved by the goalie, into the corner. Zoe picks up the puck on the near side, tries to send it to the net, stuck by the Ducks, gets it back up to Anna, who's trying to take shots, but also getting blocked by the Ducks, manages to get through. And a goal by, is that Claire? Managed to pick up that rebound and fire it in. Fantastic work. Oh, no, not sorry. That was Brooklyn.
That was very nicely done. So Anna
when
had
I see
a nice
the red
little
gloves,
move.
I always think Claire.
Right.
I forget that Brooklyn's also got those. That's her second goal.
Yeah, and Anna had a really nice move from. She was at the point and shot the puck, and there was a rebound, an open net. Is it Brooklyn put it in?
Brooklyn put it in.
Yeah,
yep.
Very nice.
So Riders are up 3-2. Brooklyn, Shay, and Kiki are out there. Brooklyn's working hard to get that puck down deep, as she always does. Ducks come away with the puck. Shay's chasing. Brooklyn fighting for it in the corner. Kiki battling, keeps it in deep. The Ducks come away with the puck. They're going to try and take it out the near side, but Shay's in there causing trouble. And the puck goes up high and drops down again. They try to work it out the far boards, but Kiki comes away with the puck, reverses it to Brooklyn, who takes a big shot. Goalie makes a save, but there's a rebound. Riley's going to try her shot, shoots it wide of the net, rips around. Emily's picking it up on the far corner, fighting for it over there. Riders are changing a little bit. Emily's down on her butt, but gets up again, has the puck, gets checked up against the boards, but the puck comes away to Riley, who's going to pick it up, work her way through a couple Ducks players, but manages to lose the puck there. Wow, kept in by Ava with a nice pass over to Emily, who just misses it. Sylvie grabs it, takes a big shot. The goalie makes a save. Wow, that's a lot of offensive pressure right there.
Those were two absolutely fantastic shifts. The Rough Riders were able to keep the puck in the O zone and with just really hard work along the boards. That was nicely done.
Yeah, and making changes in the middle of it too. 11:39 left in the second. Riders are up 3-2. All right, we got Emily and Ava and Mia out there. Mia's trying to grab the puck on the near side. It comes around the boards. Ava's trying to grab it behind the net, reverses it to Mia, who tries to center it to Ava. Doesn't quite get her stick on it. Back up to the D, kept in by Claire. Sent down behind the net. Ava's fighting for it. Comes up the near boards. Ducks are trying to work it out, but the Riders are keeping it in really well. I think all four of our players are up against the near boards here, and I can't see down there. All right, Ducks come away with the puck. She tries to send it up to her teammate, blocked up by a Rider's skate. Somebody else comes and picks it up. Ducks bring it into our zone, shoot it wide, and we come away with the puck. The Ducks are falling down. Mia reverses and sends it up the near boards. And Emma is in there fighting. And Mia. Puck squirts out of the zone. Olivia's fighting really hard and neutral ice there. Ducks come away with the puck and bring it back into our zone. Bumping Jill down, pushing her down from behind, and she loses her stick. No call. Ducks still have the puck, and they keep it in deep. Rims around to the far side. Olivia's chasing to get it. It pops out, and Claire grabs it. She's going to clear the zone up to Jill, who does a little backwards pass to Addie, who's chasing the Ducks player into their zone. It pops out. Claire grabs the puck, sends it in onto the stick of a Duck player, who brings it out. They try to dump it in, but Claire is there. Olivia chasing it now. Deep in the Duck zone. Puck comes out over to Sylvie, who sends it back in deep. Brooklyn's down there chasing. Ducks still have the puck. Brooklyn's chasing. They try to get it out. Oh, it just jumps over Zoe's stick. Goes down deep in our zone, no icing. Zoe's chasing the puck, reverses it over to Sylvie. Sylvie pops it up to Shay, who manages to get it past. Shay is coming in with speed, tries to pass over to Kiki, but gets taken out. Brooklyn tries to send it on net. Hits the side of the net. Kiki goes back to retrieve it. Zoe's picking it up on the far boards. Reverses it. She's looking for a pass, gets it up to Kiki at the point, who tries to send it down to the net, but it jumps over a Duck stick. Brooklyn grabs it, sends it up to Sylvie. Sylvie's looking for a shot. She takes a shot, but it's blocked again by somebody's legs. Brooklyn goes back to fight for the puck, gets it up to Sylvie again. She sends it towards the net. Shay's down there trying to get a rebound. All right, we got Riley and Kiki out there fighting for it deep. Ducks try to send it up, but Mia comes in and grabs it, sends it in, but the Ducks manage to pop it out, and that's going to be icing.
Well, good pressure again by us.
Boy, I don't think I can
8 minutes left to go.
I can't speak fast enough to get all the action. I'm sorry, it's just a bit of a highlight reel.
And that all started because of a really nice outlet pass by, I'm not sure which defenseman, but to Shay, who was coming down the right side. And it turned into a 2-on-1, but she was squeezed out of the play, unfortunately.
All right, Ducks clear the puck. Riley picks it up. She makes a nice pass over to Mia. Jumps over her stick, so it gets sent down into our zone, but Riley has it. making some moves, keeping it away from the Ducks. Gets it up to Emily, who gets it over to Ava, who takes it in. Fighting down the corner is Ava and Mia. Puck squirts out. Mia grabs it, centers it, but we aren't able to get a shot off there. Ducks come away with it, but again, Riley picks it up. Gets it over to Mia, who tries to chip it across the blue line. The Ducks keep it out. We manage to dump it in deep. Riders are going on a change. Ducks pick up the puck. They dump it in deep. Oh, ouch. Okay, Riders have it. Anna has it. She makes a big pass up to Addie at the red line, who chips it over to Jill, who takes a shot. Oh my God, but it was higher than net. What an opportunity. Jill sends it in front of the net. Addie's battling for it. Puck in the far corner. Anna's chasing it. Chips it forward, but the Ducks come up with it, try to clear it, and they do. They get it past our D. Riley's got the puck. She's waiting to clear the zone. She gets in, gets a shot, but it's deflected up high over the net. And everybody's whiffing on the puck on both teams. All right. Ducks are sending it in and going off on a change. Claire's in there making trouble. Zoe reverses the puck over to Anna. Anna tries to, she tried to make that pass to Jill to break her out, but the Ducks managed to grab it. Puck dribbles towards Bridget, who pounces on it like a hungry hippo. Calms the play down.
Well, what an opportunity for Jill going.
If Anna had just managed to, that one before, Anna was trying to break her out again right there. All right, we got Brooklyn's line. Ducks send it in deep. Sylvie's chasing for it. She manages to get it to the blue line, but Ducks keep it in. They try to get a shot off, but it hits one of the Riders players. Shea gets it over through the neutral zone. Kiki picks it up. They stay on side. Kiki's looking for a pass, tries to take a shot, hits a Ducks player. Fighting for it behind the net. Sylvie's battling on the far side, and the Ducks chip it up and out. It's going to go down and be icing. All right, so we get to regroup. Down in the Ducks' end. There's 5:23 left in the second. Riders are up 3-2. Emily's out there with Mia and Ava. We've got Emma and Riley on D. Emma keeps it in. Oh, but the Ducks manage to grab it. Emma pulls the girl down, unfortunately. We're trying to get the puck off of her. So Emma's going to go to the box for tripping. And the Ducks are going to go on a power play. 5:10 left in the second. Riders are up 3-2. We need to win this face-off, eh?
Generally a pretty low penalty game. But they scored on the last power play that they had, so let's see if we can fend them off here.
All right, Riders win it back to Claire. Sends it over to Olivia on the far side. Olivia grabs it, chucks it far down the ice for an icing. That's good. All right. 11 seconds done on the PK. Take it back into our zone. All right, Ava's going to take this face off. And Ava wins it forward, trying to grab it to herself. The Ducks grab it and send it in deep. They've got it behind our net. They're looking for a pass. They get it up to their point. D-to-D pass, which, it does sneak out, but they call that good.
That was out of the zone.
That was definitely out. And somebody's fighting back there. Riley's back there, right? But she grabs the puck and sends it. That's definitely out. Right. So the Ducks are going to have to regroup. They make a pass. Ducks are coming in. We're keeping them pushed to the outside, looking for a pass. Oh, she fumbles the puck, manages to get it up to her D, who takes a shot, goes off some bodies, gets sent out by the Riders, and we manage to break it out. Ava's down there, causing trouble for that girl, putting pressure on. That's fantastic. Ducks fling it up hard, and
not enough for icing.
Not enough for icing, but Riley touched it, so. And Riley is pushing some girl down behind the net. That's good. No call. Ducks have the puck. They get it back up to their point. She cycles it back in deep. They're moving it along the wall there into the corner. Dee's going to take the shot, but right into Brooklyn's body. So she grabs the puck, and she's breaking it out and going down with speed. She's got Addie. No shot gets made. Riders are on a change, and the Ducks are coming in 2-on-2. Take a big shot. That was a big shot that just rifles in past Bridget.
That was marked for short side, top corner. That was a really nice shot.
Boy. All right.
Nothing
so the
Bridget
Ducks
could have done on that one.
Have
really
tied it up on the power play again. That's what they did last time. We got to not take penalties. 3:17 left in the second. Ducks have just tied this game up. It's 3-3. All right. Brooklyn's out with Kiki and Shay. We've got Sylvie and Zoe on D.
That last whole play developed because we were a little slow on the line change and left a ton of open ice for two of their fastest skaters.
Yep. All right. Brooklyn wins the puck over to Kiki, who grabs it, works it up the far boards. A little bit of a battle here. Shay manages to grab it on the near side and dumps it in deep. Kiki's chasing to the far corner. Kiki and Brooklyn on the far side there, battling. Getting squished into the boards. Working hard to keep that puck deep. Brooklyn manages to grab it. So she's got a battle for it there. The Ducks player goes down. 3 Ducks players versus Brooklyn in that far corner there. Ava pops it over to Shay. Jumps over her stick. Zoe's hoping to keep it in. She does. Ava's fighting in the corner, but the Ducks come away with it, and there's Ava and the Ducks player were both flat on the ice down there, and the Ducks player is slow to get up.
Yeah, it looked like just a collision. No penalty on the play.
All right, Ducks going for a change. We've got Zoe and Sylvie on D. And up front, looks like we got Emily, Mia, and Ava's line. Emily to take the face off. 2:26 left in the second. Oh, Emily wins it to Ava, who tries to take a shot. It's blocked wide. Emily fighting for it behind the net. The Ducks bring it up, but it comes to Zoe, who takes a wide shot. Mia and Emily are trying to grab the puck in the corner there. Emily comes out with it, sends it up to Zoe, who sends it back in deep. It gets tied up in Mia's feet. Emily grabs the puck. Battle for it in this corner down here that we can't see. Kept in again by Zoe. Sent deep by Mia behind the net. Ava's going to go chasing. The Ducks manage to just dribble it out, but Zoe grabs it and sends it over to Sylvie. Misses her stick, but Sylvie runs back and grabs it, tries to send it out, but it stays in. Zoe's going to grab it, send it up here to Mia, who's going to dump it across the ice. Olivia's going to go in and chase while the Riders go on a change. Ducks coming up with the puck, but Zoe's there to grab it and send it back in. But she was on the wrong side of the red line when she did that, so it's an icing. All right, tied game 3-3, 1:16 left in the second. Jill's taking the face off. Ducks come away with the puck, trying to get a shot off, but Riders won't allow it. Claire sends it up to Olivia, who pops it out. Anna's on the chase. Jill grabs the puck, tries to work it in, battling along the boards here. Puck flies up and out, and it's too bouncy for Emma to keep in, so it gets out. But Anna grabs it, backhands it across the ice. Olivia's going to pick it up. She sends it up to Jill. Ducks have it, but they can't handle it, so Jill picks it off, takes it into the corner, sends it up to Emily at the point, who again keeps it in. But the puck squirts out the near boards here. And again, Jill is down without her stick, and the Ducks get a shot off on Bridget, who makes a great save. Lots of physicality down there. That's penalty, but the squish on Jill over here was not a penalty. So
Yeah, well, that looked like a trip on our part.
all right, so the Ducks are going on another power play.
That's what we need to do, is stay out of the box, because now they're 2 for 2, I think, unless they scored after their power play in their third goal.
So Emma's in the box. Did they call that a trip? I didn't see what they said. All right, Addie wins the face-off, but pops it up forward to the Ducks, who get it near our net, but they don't get a shot. And Shea manages to pop it out, and it gets over to Addie, who shoves it in on net with a backhand. But that's the buzzer for the end of the second. So, in a second, game's tied 3-3. We will be on the PK for minute 48, beginning of the third. It's been a pretty physical game.
It has been, and we're doing we're doing a really good job along the boards. I've been really impressed with our tenacity.
Yeah.
And I think that's how we've been able to keep the puck in their zone for a good part of the period, is winning those battles along the board.
I think if this game was in Canada, in Sarnia, there wouldn't be quite the number of penalties that there have been today. The game was a lot more physical up there, and they were allowed to play. So that's one of the confusing things about girls hockey, is you just never know kind of what you can get away with.
That's really nice to have the ability to ice the puck on PKs, and delayed offsides, I think, are a really nice part of what happened in Canada, right? That's
yeah. Big girl hockey. It was nice. 16U level, it really feels like they should be able to play that kind of hockey. All right, so no zamming in this whole tournament, which yesterday was really difficult to clear the puck along that far blue line over there. They just kept getting caught up in all the snow in front of the bench. All right, we're going to have Brooklyn and Shea, Sylvie, and Riley out. 1 minute, 48 seconds left on the PK for the Riders. We're starting the third period now at 3-3. Puck gets sent deep into the Ducks zone. They're trying to figure out their next move, looking for the pass. But this girl was tied up by Sylvie, who's going to chase the puck, try to get it out. And, working together with Shea, manages to get it out of our zone. Shea's going to chase it and chip it.
Oh,
and
Shea's working hard, just running through everybody.
She gets a shot off, shorthanded. Goalie makes the save. Ducks come away with a puck. Again taken out by Shea. The one-woman wrecking ball out there. It's amazing. Puck gets in deep. Riley tries to send it off the glass, but it just drops down, and the Ducks get a wide shot off. Puck gets sent behind the net. Ducks have possession. They're trying to get it up, and a nice shot, but saved by Bridget, and then Brooklyn managed to grab the rebound and send it in deep.
Yeah, that was a nice play by the Ducks.
That was really nice.
Get the puck to the open person, and
slow,
Bridget
no
made
icing.
a nice save.
All right, I'm sorry, I'm probably not filming very well because I'm watching the play. Okay, Ducks have the puck. Great stick lift by Ava. Do you want to? Here, you can do it. It'll give my wrist a break.
Okay.
All right, Frank's going to try filming. I haven't been paying attention. Okay. Let's see. Addie's going to take the face off. She's got Ava. Ducks come away with a puck. D to D pass. It gets missed. Puck is down deep in their zone. Ava's chasing. They get it up to their forward along the boards. They work it out, but it's popped back in by Claire. And it was offside.
I don't know.
I think maybe one of our players was still in there. I'm assuming it was offside. Didn't see anything else happen. All right, we're going to change our PK unit. We've got 14 seconds left in the PK. Jill taking the face off. Claire's with the puck. She's trying to work it up to Zoe, who tries to chip it down. Ducks come up with it in their zone. Try to get a pass off. Jill's over there trying to grab it. Misses it. Our power PK is over. We're back at full strength. No goal for the Ducks on that power play, fortunately. Game is still tied 3-3. We got 13 minutes left in the third period. And Anna grabs the puck, but the Ducks come away with it. Gets over here to Olivia. Gets it to Zoe, who gets it to Anna, who gets it over to Claire, who's going to shoot it in deep. Bounces off a Ducks player. Ducks are trying to work it out, but Anna's keeping the puck in there. Jill goes in and grabs it, sends it down into the corner. Some battles along the near side here. Olivia working hard, keeping it in deep. Jill's going to try and grab it. Jill and Olivia working hard in the corner. It pops out. Anna picks it up. She's going to try and get a shot off, and it's deflected and backhanded in
beautiful.
by Jill. That is fantastic. So if you hit that, it saves the highlight.
Oh, okay.
So, all right. So, goal by Jill from Anna, I think, right?
Yeah.
That was absolutely fantastic work. Fresh off the kill, Riders go up 4-3. There's 12:10 left in the third. So let's see. Brooklyn's lines coming out with Shay and Kiki. We've got Riley and Emma on D. Face off in center ice. Ducks win it back. Shay's in pursuit. Oh, kept in by Brooklyn's skate, but the Ducks managed to grab it. Send it fluttering into our zone slowly. Kiki's going to collect it and send it over to Emma, who's going to backhand it up to Shay, who's going to make a nice pass to Brooklyn. And she just misses it. Kiki bodies a girl off in center ice. Ducks manage to send it in deep. Riley's going to pick it up. Making some moves. Gets it over to Kiki, who pushes it out, but it again collides with that 17. Ducks come away with the puck. Shay in pursuit. Riley picks it up in the neutral zone, works it in. She's going to take a nice shot. Oh, that was a beautiful shot and a great save by that goalie. Goalie almost mishandled that.
Yeah, that was really nicely done by Riley. We were going off on a change, so she decided to carry the puck in herself and weave through a couple of players and had a really nice shot off.
All right, Emily's coming in with Mia and Addie. Is that Addie? Yes. All right, Ducks with the puck behind their own net. They're going to try and break it out, make a pass. They do. They're coming in with speed, but we've got 4 Riders there. Uh-oh, we backhand it right to their player. Collision in our zone between Mia and a Duck. Ducks try to get a shot, but she whiffs on the puck. Gets another amazing shot off. It was just a bullet. Gets past Bridget, and they have tied the game. "11 minutes left in the third. Game is now tied 4-4. Emily's coming out with Olivia and Anna. No, sorry, that's Jill. Jill's going to take the face off. Battle for it. Anna comes out with it. Starts working it forward, manages to get it across the blue line, but the Ducks pick it up and chip it out. Emma grabs it, gets it over to Anna. Puck's flying around a bit in the neutral zone here. Jill manages to pop it in. And she picks it up, and she gets a shot off. It's just not a bit of a fluttering one that goes over the net. Jill and Olivia behind. Jill comes out with it and gets it to Anna, who just misses it, but it pops over to Zoe, who tries to take a shot. It blocks off a Ducks player. We're still keeping it in, but then they manage to send it out, and that's going to be icing. But yes, okay, it is icing.
Well, it's nice in that play. We came right back after they scored. They looked like they had lots of legs and lots of energy. The Ducks did, but again, we spent most of the time in their zone for the last shift, so it's good.
Yep, 10:18 left in the third. Game is tied 4-4. Brooklyn, Kiki, and Shea are out. Big battle at the face-off circle. Kiki's battling for it now to pull it in. She's going to take a big shot, but it bounces off a Ducks player, unfortunately, and bounces right out of the zone. Emma goes to collect it, gets it up to Brooklyn, who pops it up. Kiki's battling, pushes it into the zone, but they manage to pop it right out again. Zoe's going to grab that puck, tries to work it in, and it's in neutral ice again. Emma's going to work it in. She does a nice job with her foot, kicks it in deep. She's battling in the corner, gets pulled down, no call. Shea's over there, pinning that girl to the board. Brooklyn's got the puck. She tries to center it, nobody there. Shea's got the puck. Kiki's got the puck. She's going to send it in towards the net. Nobody there. Ducks come away with it, but Kiki's going to try and grab it anyway. She's still keeping it in. All right, let's see. Puck's in neutral ice. Claire's trying to work it in. She goes and chases her puck, has it behind the net, battling. Looks like she's going to come away with it. She does. Looking to pass it up to Riley, but the Ducks come in and strip it. They're coming in against Riley and Ava. Ava pushes them to the far boards. Puck squirts out to neutral ice. Ducks are going to try and get it in again. Bridget knocks it over to the corner. Claire picks it up and sends it all the way down the ice. It was supposed to be a pass. It misses everybody, and they're not going to call that icing, I guess. So we get to go in the O zone. Addie and Emily are working hard. Emily gets a shot. Puck was loose, and can't see who's on that far side. Is that Riley who was trying to get the last shot in? No, that's not Riley. Ava worked really hard to try and pick up that loose puck, but the goalie managed to cover it up.
That was a really nice play by Emily to take the puck off their D in the corner.
Yeah,
Sent
absolutely.
the pass to the net.
All right, Anna, Jill, and Olivia. Quick shot off the face-off. Goalie makes a save. The Ducks push our player over the back of the goalie. And we've got some words. That's Jill. Jill's got lots of words. Sylvie's trying to calm her down.
Jill was just standing there, and she got pushed over the goalie's leg.
Why are we hugging? I think they were trying to smother Jill. To keep her quiet. Okay. Make a change. Get some cooler heads out there, maybe. Brooklyn, Ava, and Kiki. Kiki's battling for it on the near boards here. Puck goes in deep to the corner. Ducks have it. They're going to reverse it over to the far side. They chip it up and out. Riders are chasing. Sylvia's going to grab that puck, bring it around, tries to get it up to Kiki, who knocks it out over the blue line. Shea's in pursuit.
Yeah,
Brooklyn's
good forechecking.
going to try and grab it over there. Oh, Shea is bodied into the boards over there. Puck up to Sylvie. She manages to grab it, keep it in, sends it in deep. Brooklyn's behind the net. Far corner, battling for it. Ducks are going to come away with it. Kiki's over there knocking it off her stick, though. She's going to try and grab it. Brooklyn was coming in at the same time. Puck comes up to a Ducks player who's working it out through the neutral zone. Blocked by Sylvie. Blocked again by Sylvie. Ducks send it in deep into our zone. Bouncing around behind our net. Zoe's going to collect that. And icing?
I don't know. I didn't see it. I was.
Oh, Sylvie did?
Oh.
Uh-oh. All right, apparently Sylvie checked somebody into the boards. And I'm not sure what this is.
What's the call?
All right. Sylvie is in the box. Riders are on the PK for 2 minutes. There's 7:31 left in the third. We're tied up 4-4. Okay, they get a shot from the point, but it's blocked by bodies in front. Riders are trying to move it around. They reverse it, get a shot up, but that's wide. Ducks grab it. Bit of a skirmish in there. It gets sent over to the near boards here. I can't see who's in there with it. Couple Riders players. Comes out to their point. They take a shot wide of the net. And Shay's over there. No, Claire's over there battling for it in the corner. Ducks have it behind our net, looking for a pass, and it comes out of the zone. So they're going to have to reset. We're running after them pretty hard, but the Ducks dump it in deep. Riley's back there to collect, battles for it, pops it sideways, but it goes to a Ducks player. Wait, now it's pinned up, and the Riders have it. Riders are going to bring it out. That was Jillian trying to get it out. Didn't quite get it over the blue line, unfortunately, so it gets sent back in deep. Riley's got it behind the net, reverses, unfortunately picks up by a Duck player. She doesn't really handle it very well, can't get it to her teammate, sends over to the far boards. So Claire's going to try and grab it. We lose sight of the puck a bit. It gets just randomly sent behind our net. Riley's going to send it over to the boards. We've got Claire and Jill over there with only one Ducks player. Claire tries to fling it out. We still can't get it across that blue line. The snow over there is a big pain. They get a shot on net. Bridget makes a save. The puck goes behind the net. Ducks have it. Trying to make a shot, but Claire gets in the way. Puck's in front of our net. There's a big battle. All right, it's up to their D who sends it over. They get a big shot. Pad saved by Bridget and collected by Olivia. But there's going to be an interference call.
Yeah, there's another penalty. I'm not sure on who, but that was a nice save by Bridget through lots of traffic.
All right, Riley's going in the box now. They've got 3 seconds of a 5-on-3 against us here. 5:33 left in the third. Game is tied 4-4. We are going to have to kill 3 seconds of a 5-on-3 and then a minute 57 of 5-on-4. All right, so now we're back to a regular PK with Shay getting on. She manages to get away. Let's see what she can do. She is totally held.
Oh.
But that's not a power play and not a penalty. I can't believe that.
That was
so now she's
a holding
pissed, absolutely pissed. So she's working like a devil down there. She gets pulled down. Brooklyn's
still
down
no
there
call.
fighting. Puck comes out to the Ducks. They work it forward, but can't make a pass. So Zoe grabs it. She sends it in deep. There's 1 minute, 18 seconds left on our PK. 4:49 left in the game. Game is tied 4-4. Emma's working it up through neutral zone. Just got to get it to somebody. Zoe's going to go collect it. Sends it up the boards to Shay. Shay's trying to pop it up to Ava. She's got 2 players on her. And Addie pops on the board onto the ice. Puck manages to get back to Zoe. She's going to try and calm things down a bit here. Tries to send it up ice, but it's off the body of 15 on the Ducks. Sends it towards the net. Doesn't go in. We're working it up. Addie manages to get it out, but the Ducks collect it. They send it in deep, but right onto Jill's stick. So she'll grab that and ice it down there, but there's no icing. And Addie's behind their net, battling. We got 22 seconds left of this PK. Ducks are bringing it up, 3-on-2. Pushed out wide by Claire. Nice work. They reverse it around the net, but they don't have a player there, so Addie's going to collect it. Tries to send it out. It's picked up by the Ducks player, who tries to send it to the front of the net, but it's diverted to the corner. We're pulled down completely in that corner, and the Ducks get a shot off. They try to get it in front of our net again. Nobody can really handle the puck. All right, it's on the near side, and Olivia's got it. She's going to send it up to Addie, who's now going off on a change. Olivia's going to chase the puck, coming in with a lot of speed. Puck comes up to neutral ice. Anna picks it up. We are now full
nice
strength. 3:04 left in the game. Anna takes a big shot over the net, unfortunately. Olivia battling in the corner, so is Anna. We got Jill in there. Jill manages to get it out in front of the net. Nobody there, but the Ducks whiff on the puck, so we managed to keep it in. Anna's trying to get it in front of the net. Ducks come away with the puck. Jill's down there fighting. Olivia's going to go in and help her. Gets up to Emma, who's doing a big battle on the near boards here. Puck squirts out behind their net. Goes to the far corner. Up to Zoe, who's going to try and work it down deep. Gets it in front of the net, but Anna can't get her stick on that. Emma grabs it, gets it to Anna, who tries to get a shot off. And the puck gets sent hard down to our end. That's going to be icing. Exciting.
Well, finally a whistle.
2 minutes, 14 seconds left in the game. It is tied 4-4, and we're going on the power play.
I didn't see that.
I didn't see it either. It looked like maybe it was a hook on the Ducks.
All right, so we've got a really massive chance here, obviously. And that whole sequence started with a really aggressive PK on our part.
All right, we got Brooklyn out with Kiki and Shay. Brooklyn wins it over to Kiki, who dumps it up to Zoe, who does heroic effort at keeping it in. Kiki up to Sylvie. Sylvie towards the net, almost gets it through 5-hole. Puck is loose. Near boards, Shay sends it back up to Sylvie. Sylvie back to Shay. Shay to Sylvie again. Sylvie takes a big shot. Goalie can't save it. Kiki's rushing in, almost gets that puck. Oh, the net was open. Kept in by Sylvie. And it's down, and Sylvie's going to have to grab this puck pretty quickly. She pulls down that girl, but fortunately no penalty. All right, Sylvie's up to Shay, who's chasing it down. Makes a move. She's looking for a pass. She gets it to Sylvie, who tries to send it over the net. Gets deflected down into the corner. Rimmed around the far side to Ava. Ducks are trying to break it out, but Riley's going to keep it in. Nobody knows where the puck is. It's buried in snow. Puck is rolling down. There's a bit of a skirmish down there with Olivia. Puck rolls down to our end, and Anna grabs it. Comes up with speed. 1:06 left in the period. We are on a power play. Big shot by Anna. Goes wide of the net. Anna grabs the puck again. Tries to work through the Ducks players, but they pull the puck off of her. Ducks are coming down with it now. Olivia's getting back. Riley, Jill, Ava, and Anna out on the ice. Anna comes away with a puck. We've got 42 seconds left on our power play. In the period.
21 seconds left in the power play.
All right,
30
Jill
seconds
brings
left.
it in deep. Oh, managed to keep it in by Riley. Great work at the blue line by Riley. Emily's chasing down deep. Jill's going to go grab that puck. She's looking for somebody to pass it to. Anna's calling for it. Jill's going to take that shot, bounce it up, and it was fluttering around.
Oh, what a
goalie
chance.
managed to get it in her glove. 12.6 seconds left in the game. We're now back to even strength. The game is tied 4-4. Oh boy. So, as we learned yesterday, a tie game has to be won by a shootout. We do not get an overtime. 12.6 seconds left. Emily on the face-off. Puck goes into the far boards. Ducks are trying to work it up and out. They manage to get it to neutral ice. 10 seconds left. Emma's back there, collects the puck. Too many men. What? Is that what the circle in the air is? Too many men?
Too many men on who?
They didn't start the clock when they dropped the puck.
Oh, is that?
Oh, they didn't start the clock. I see.
That was the issue?
All right. So what's happening?
Well, we had 12
Or no,
seconds
I think they
left.
were just, I don't know, they seem to be going to a shootout. Whatever the call was, they're just letting the clock run. So, It's going to be a shootout because it is the end of regulation and the game is tied 4-4.
Is it a standard 3 shooters?
It was 3 shooters yesterday. Assume it's 3 again. So the Ducks are going to go first. All right, here we go. The Ducks can't seem to handle the puck. And she scores. Gets it in up over Bridget's pad.
Well, she took a long, windy road, but she managed to make a move and create an opening for herself the last second.
All right, we're sending out Brooklyn. Coach is getting some clarification on something. All right, Brooklyn's going to take a shot. Work at the puck, work at the puck. Oh, and she just loses control of it right at the end. Doesn't get enough on it, so we do not score.
All right, we need to save this one.
All right, let's see. She goes top corner and scores. They have 2, we have 0. Gotta score this one.
Oh, so the game doesn't end at this point.
Well, we could still get 2 and they could not
right.
get their next one.
Right.
So Jill's going in. Oh, and she doesn't make it. Oh, no.
Yeah, so I think it's
We
over
have
now.
lost again
right.
in a shootout. Oh, we can really beat this team. That's a really unfortunate ending to this game.
Yeah, we were basically trading goals through the whole game.
Yeah, 2 of their 4 goals were power play goals.
Yeah.
So one lesson is just don't get the penalties. But again, also a bit confusing when some things draw penalties and some things don't. There's a weird gray line in girls hockey of what is appropriate levels of physicality. So we will get 1 point from the game. It's 3 for a win, 2 for a shootout win, and 1 for a shootout loss. So we come away with 1 point. The Ducks have 2 points. They have 0 points from yesterday with their loss. So we're actually tied with the Ducks for points, 2 apiece. I think St. James is going to be the team to beat in this whole tournament.
How many teams are there?
There are 6. So again, 1st through 4th place at the end of today will play in the semifinals tomorrow at 9 a.m. at the Promenade. And seeds 5 and 6 will play at the Stable later on in the morning, late morning, maybe 11-ish. Can't remember what time that game is.
Okay.
Hoping to be in the 9 a.m. tomorrow. That would be good.
All right, so we're in a situation where we have a must-win tonight.
Yes, tonight we play at 7:15 p.m. Mountain at the Stable. We're going to be playing Nashville.
All right. So I guess we'll talk to you in a few hours, everybody.
Yep.
Thanks for tuning in.
Get some rest, feed, and hydrate your girls. We'll see you tonight.